It was good, YouTube. Yeah, you know what it is. It's your man Ronan, better known as Agent 317. Just got these bad boys today. Made out. Happened to run into a military shop along the way. Like, you know what? I check them out. End up getting some new toys and stuff. So, enough about that later. You know the deal. Want to send a shout out to A Game Nation. You already know what to do. You can scan the code. Use Ronin10 for a discount of 10%. Be a part of the A-Game lifestyle. So I had something on my mind before I start preparing to go to the gym today. And I want you guys vibe with me a little bit and see what I'm talking about. The title of this is going to be called Incel Income. It's not exactly what you think, so just roll with me on this one. We already know the definition of what an incel is. But think of it in terms of the mindset. Think about it as philosophy. And this space is basically surviving and thriving on the basis of incel income. What I mean by incel income, imagine what this space is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a bolstering place of commerce, productive energy, growth. You know, things that require community to be an actual community. But what do you see now in the bandosphere? What you're seeing it reduced to as an internet brothel. And we're talking about cheap hookers. These old John Goodman built fucking precious in the face looking motherfuckers. See, what I'm thinking about is I always mention about fucking the shit out of a purpose, right? But when you put it into terms, think about the dialogue that goes in here en masse. You think about the activities, how we relate to each other en masse, how we conduct business, so to speak. As a newcomer or even someone who's been around here for a minute, you got to ask yourself, and you put yourselves in their shoes, what reason would I have to open my wallet and invest or even fuck with these individuals en masse? There's a few who are cool, but en masse, this is not a good look. And I'm not talking about new people who are looking for information, looking to get that word of inspiration. We're talking about business. People tend to forget YouTube and a legion of other spaces are businesses. What do you say about your brand? Of course, you can brand bullshit. But on this level, no. They can get that anywhere. So, if you think about it as men, especially, the universe is in our nuts. On every level you can think about it, because don't shit start without us. So, imagine you have a bunch of guys who are planting seeds, and instead of actual seeds, you got some weirdo running around beating off, skeeting on the dirt, flaky rocks. Hell, there's even a cat with a little flaky residue running around here, getting tired of getting hit. And you're the neighboring gardener, and you're looking at what the fuck is really going on over there. And they have very lush, lavish crops. And you have a bunch of idiots, for the most part, sitting around, some laying on rocks, falling asleep with their dick in their hand. Others chasing after that elusive piece of ass, instead of using the space as what is meant to be, as a place of growth, not just financial, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. It's supposed to be a business, a farm, where you help grow leaders, you grow inspiration, and see new individuals, a new generation supposed to be the new crop. I want you to honestly take a look at what you have currently amidst this, renovation. See, it's no different than being mindful of who you vet when it comes to laying in your bed and who you associate with. You also got to vet yourself, because what you're showing people is if you're willing to put top dollar into flea market bullshit, people rightfully so have to question your judgment. And you wonder why a lot of us, for the most part, aren't getting anywhere. You wonder why I call places like the Bandosphere and many replicas outside of this space ethnic outposts rather than communities. See, when you try to fight against systems, order, structure, the 10 life values, paying homage to your fellow man and woman, but mainly men, so I'm addressing, you get what you get. And of course, you open the door for predators to slide on in. Yeah. And some of these fail gurus, I'll say, all they're worrying about is those cheap profits. They're no different than hypocristians. They're sayer of many words, doer of none. It's do as I say, not what the fuck I do. When it's obviously plain as day, the worst tithe that you guys are giving to certain individuals in this space that you can never get back is your time. The money, sure. Cheap entertainment, we love to laugh. But at what cost are you willing to pay to remain the joke of society? Actually, the butt of the unwashed ass of society. Something to think about. Incel income. How much is your presentation, your brand, your time, your life worth in this space and beyond? Because just because you click the off button, the show still goes on. See, as men, we're all creators, artists, and this is our canvas, one of many. What masterpiece are you painting? See, individuals think they get enough clout or enough followers, they can smear a pile of shit on a fucking board and think, demand top dollar. It's not art. And no one's gonna pay top dollar for a shark. So, that being said, you know what it is. Never allow your comfort zone to become your coffin. And all you individuals who are well invested in incel income, you have no legitimate right to complain, because you are actually funding not just failure, but the chaos and nonsense and the fucked up image we have out here in this space and beyond. Accountability dodgeball counts for you too. Peace.